they do. But black kids don't do that kind of shit. So whenever I wanted to be normally the real me growing up. Because whenever I know the real me, I was always afraid of what you might say or how you're gonna feel or whatever. You got feelings. You have a life that you have to live. So it's important that whatever's on your mind, let that person know. Therefore, you give them the option to be with you or not. This is who I am. If you don't like me, that's good, man. I got it. This is David. So this conversation is very important. Make sure everybody knows where they stand. That person may not be for you. That's all good. People love to lie about who they're not. They love to lie about who they're not. And that's, for me, the reason why I'm so vulnerable and I'm so real about it. Find somebody to come out and tell me I'm lying. And for me to come where I came from and have the president I have now, the confidence you get, I don't care. You gonna judge me? You gonna judge me? What have you done in your life? So me being so honest and so upfront and so truthful, that gave me finally figuring out who I was, but also conquering David guidance, the demons of David guidance. And we're not really so. There's somebody right now comes back in the car, walk away. And you know God exactly what this journey to me. And that gives you a fire and a passion that they come. If you're next to me, yeah, I say, I really what? If you put yourself in the fire and you come out here like this, brush it off, not scared to go back in there again, man, your truth is real. You come out every day, man, with a way of talking to people that people don't have. There's no truth behind it. And the truth is starting. When you sit in an ugly mirror and say, I'm this and this and this and this, you finally started your life. Maybe 40 years old. Maybe 40 years old. 5, 6 kids, wife, and say, you look in that mirror. And you say, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. Well, basically, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this, I can't do this, I'm all these insecurities. Your life finally started. And once you start that life, man, the truth comes out big time. You know what I mean? So that's the problem. Most people just don't want to have that conversation. Make people say, I'm all this. And every day, see you. So it's empowering. Very empowering. It's the unseen word. But she just says the truth statement. Those are false. Don't believe into the people. You don't believe in it. These are other team work. Like, I'm not running too hard in the gym, long session by myself. That's real. I'm able to just extract dopamine, the good dopamine whenever I want. Man, I've trained 99% of my life alone. No one had none of that. I did all of the work alone. And while I'm still hard on myself, I hate that people don't leave for that guy. Because that guy's not everything. They see that they want that energy. That's not the every day. I can extract it immediately when I need to because when you train alone, and I lived alone for so many years in this mission, and you're able to get out by yourself. I can take myself to such a level of real passion and purpose. And like, the feeling I get is something I can't explain by myself. I don't need anyone. That's why people come to people when they live. No one can really. I have a resume full of information. And whenever I'm down, like, well, you know the truth. You know the truth. You know the darkness of dungeons, the deeds that fly the truth. Okay, you're there. You know this. There's no one there. Sanctified. Lord, look at you. It was you who were low power. 300 and 275 and 250 and 220. No, that was you. So those things that come out of me that extract from me in the darkness, people are looking for that power back. Where is it? need that. It's almost like there's this pill on the shelf, speaking in analogy, right? And we take it and get jazzed up. Yeah, but there's this other medicine cabinet in there. See, you're saying the real medicine cabinet is like, oh yes, we do continue to overcome. And that's so many obstacles to overcome. So it's actually a benefit to me, but the benefit is not like a benefit like that. You have to have courage and the patience to overcome. You know, man, we have a whole medicine cabinet. There's no medicine in it. There's no pre-workout. I don't take it. None of that. All I gotta do is flip my brain, my finger there, say, okay, that's good. That's all I gotta do, man. I got the Rolodex, I'm just like, oh, you're so cognizant. But you want to do that every day. There's nothing I need. And this is the thing that people don't get about daily guidance. I can't teach in a 1 minute video. We don't have this to have our own medicine cabinet. But unless you go in there and put the medicine in there, it's always going to be from empty. You're always going to need the pre-workout. You're always going to need to not drink coffee. I don't do none of that. I can run for 70 hours and a half before. No caffeine. I got all this wonderful shit that I overcame on my own, by myself, in the darkness. That when it's cold, hot. When it's hot, I can feed myself all the time. And that's why we would say, man, why aren't you listening? I can't explain it to you, man. I can't explain it to you. You never understand. It's not a employees podcast, dude. I love you, man. That's why my first book, you get a blur. That's why I'm here. I love what you're doing for people, man. I can't explain this. I can't explain this because people don't want to do this. They don't want to do this, man. I don't know, but I get jazzed up about it, man, because so many people think my life is just so, like his life is so wow, man, it's crazy, really. It's crazy how a kid that was smart, leading turn, they still don't have to go away. They still don't have to go away. They live so deep inside my soul. It was me in this brain. And figuring out how this thing works. And it's so many people are doing exactly that. The supplements, the this, the that. Now, I agree, it helps. But once you figure out your brain, you become unstoppable to almost anything. You can't beat death, you can't whatever. It's amazing. Once you get the right conversation, the right mental nutrients, the right mental supplements, the right internal dialogue at the right time, with the right hit, with the right proof of what you've done in the past, and you send that right to the right circuit, you're a beast. But once again, you just can't read about it. You can't sit back and be a theorist. You have to be a practitioner. And in that practice is where that becomes proof positive from the saying. It's like, God, David Goggins, he's blowing my mind. What is this? He's not crazy. There's so many people, a lot of people, have listened to me the right way. They come back and like, I'm totally on board. It happened. It happened, like, keep going, man, keep doing it. But that is it, man. There's no sun, there's no glory, there's no carrot, there's no victory. It is all of it in one. I can't explain it to other people, man, but what you get at the other end is something that you've always found. You've never lost it. Doesn't mean the journey's easy. Doesn't get any easier, but you always found it. The thing about being misunderstood is very frustrating. More than I can't express how frustrating it is. When that cutscene and everything comes because of real. I can't explain what I do without it. The passion comes out of me, it's almost like speaking in tongues. Because when you put that much work into people go, oh yeah, this basketball player, this football player, this. No, no. Everything is working. Everything. And people don't believe it. So when I speak, and shit is that is me. The thanks for me. The anger, the passion, the it takes that because I'm not that. That's how I look at it. This guy, let's imagine being the coolest party possible. I always go back to help. I hate it. I hate it. You're sitting in locked arms and you're in the water all the time. And they're bringing you in and out of the water. You know. When you have this dialogue in your head, and these people are judging me off of freaking 1 minute video. And you're constantly told by people, when you figure it out, I just got it. This is going to suck. Every day is going to suck. And live like that. To be better. And that's right. I'm in the water's going over my head, and it's in the ocean, you know where she brings it. Very push. And then your helpings. For you to constantly win. When this voice over here, the real you, is saying, come on, go. You know what? Always been so. And it's true. I don't hear that. That's a true voice. That's a real David Goggins. At 24 years old. It's not a false reality. And then you had to create another voice over here that is saying you're better than that other. And you're the freezing cold water that both voices don't want to follow me in. But you win. And goes to the water, to the study, to the running, exclusive way, to how you eat, to how you function as a man. Every day of your life, you're leading these battles. And I have normal people. I only have one voice. We hear the real you. They say, get them. Come on here. Go. You know what? You've always been the one. And it's true. You don't hear that. That's a true voice. That's the real reality of David Goggins. At 24 years old. Not false reality. And then you had to create another voice over here. That I say you're better than others. And you're the freezing cold water that both voices don't want to follow me. But you win. And there's to this day. So easy way to how you eat, to how you function as a man. Every day of your life you're leading these battles. And then I have normal people. They have one voice. Never created a second voice. The leading voice is the second voice. They have one voice. And that's just a piece of shit. And that's all they hear. And then they judge people like me, who are out here trying to be better. It's something that I can never really, it's a frustrating thing for me. Because I know the majority of people. I know what goes on, I gotta here, and they'll do several every day. When after several months out here, I go right back to ground zero. Which means I'm just David Goggins, no Goggins, no carry bolts and long bullshit. It's just pick up that in the last end did. Hey, get that fucking pump, walk down a mile, put it in the fucking water, my skills beat, and just David Goggins. You know what? Because that's what my growth is. That's what my willpower comes from. And that's where it stands. That's what I'm talking to you now, and then I'm talking. I don't talk kind of passion because it ain't there. It ain't there. They're regurgitates 30 years ago. I'm regurgitates an hour ago. Man, it's just being real. And I can't be on these podcasts. I can't talk to anybody without being real. I'll go away. Wait. I can't give you what I want to do. I didn't teach myself victory. I taught myself failure. I taught myself how to fail. All I think about that is so depressing, isn't it? You're pretty much pronounced, you can't read it, right? You're from, every time you just fail that process. So you don't know how to fail. Be honest. That make absolutely no sense. A black kid that can't swim, doing the conversation. Okay. You better teach them to go ahead first. Because if you sit in failure too long, you would never come out. So the first part of my success is learning how to fail. And then eventually, I started getting a few victories. But that's what people did. When you bury yourself in such a deep puddle, you better first talk about the failures you're going to have first. That's when that other voice comes up and tells you got to do something. It also tells you, boy, I'm not going to lie to you guys. You're going to get climbed, bro. You're going to get your ass handed to you. They funnel outside noise, the inside noise, both voices and telling you yourself, you are in for hell, bro. I am. So for understand. How what I could do? I took 24 fucking hours. So, long story short, I had bad sleep. So, in my hands, this thing in my skin, this fingerprints, that's shit on it. What I did was I said, okay, that 24 pounds, feel like a little softness, all this such. So, that 24 hours went by, 24 hours, 1 second, was back to Instagram. And what I did was I took 3 months, seeing this lady can eat like that. I said, 3 months, I had a whole plan laid out. I'm about to tell you, laid out. 3 months, to find the best doctor can do. And this is crazy. He really went in, saw in my tibia, my leg, reset my entire leg, and put a plate in there, and it takes 18 months to even get back to doing anything. It takes, was it 8 months to start walking again? 8 months to start walking again. I'm at my 10th month, and I'm jumping it's like this, one banana, it's like a little bread. And I kept spending like hours. Was talking, I'm very much help me. And when I feel soft, help me succeed. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm so full of fun when I'm on my feet. And I'm tired, you help me stay up. And I say that I can't do something, help me find a way. Never give me a way out. Like most people nowadays, I hear all kinds of families. They come home, that doctor story is real. What if the doctor went? They that message. Parents said, you can do something else. Now, this person for me is because that decision. That's not a good foxhole. You want that person to say, hey, I get you too. I help you. Those employees that they keep not to be done. Some of those families, this is how we would prevent sounds that will not make you a real person. And you have to fight those urges to just say, I'm going to them. And you take the course yourself, and you play that with one of your friends, without getting them off the couch, without making them want to feel themselves alone. So everything you say to yourself has to be something that energizes you to yourself. So whenever that deep voice comes, you gotta smack it with as fast as you can, because that deep voice is taking a battle of these resistance. None of us will go down, even me. So this should do that, man. You've got to sit down like I have to. I'm your age. And think about what the do you want to be? What do you want to do? How does that look like? Because how do you have discipline when you don't know how to do that shit? That makes sense? You can't have no discipline. Like, I know what I want to do. So you just wake up and talk the trick. Just wake up and start getting after it. No. You gotta have in order. Plans, goals, destinies, journeys. And then all of that falls to every question you ask will fall right to place. Once you figure out first at 26, it's one of the big here. Some people can't be embarrassed. They can't just do everything to make it like that. And your moms, a lot of your moms can't. Moms, they too much. That's sad. There's 24 hours a day. That's a lot of seconds. So if you want that balance, you got to decide. Everybody else does not. Kids won't know. No one else will. If you want to spend maximum time with those kids, make them asleep. Guess what's up? Mr. Max on top of that husband. That husband goes to work forever. Guess what? Maximizing all that time. Every free time you have, your family, and what you want to done. There were several nights. Several nights. Every guy has a lot of sleepless nights. But if that's what you want to do, there's a lot of time to do it. It's got to maximize that shit. And if you don't, it's because you did not want it bad enough. The second you start living self. So you want to keep that savage as long as you can. So you got to go on that return to find whatever it is that makes you tick. And whenever that tick goes away, you got to find another thing that makes you tick. And you can't keep that up for as long as you can. Because it won't be easy. This is how it is. But you got to keep that. I guarantee you, you'll find something that you haven't done that you couldn't think about it. That will re-energize your interviews. And he said, he said, he said, no, but you read, he put it out my mind and said, man, I gotta do it. So I was looking, and I was looking bad, and let's see if you recover from it. The funny thing about this, and I'll tell the story very often, I signed up for NZS this right now. For deployment, and me and my wife and Mark signed up for the first Las Vegas marathon down this trip in Las Vegas. And that incident happened. So I ran 100 miles before I ran a marathon. 2 weeks later, this marathon. Just to take it. I said, no, it's the first one I can run. Maybe I can walk with my mom. So I tried to go walk this little around our grassy area and say, legs were broken, I can't even can't do shit. So I said, you know, maybe I'll watch you guys do the marathon and chicken nuts or whatever. I said, something happened. That coming off 2005, 15 days after I kicked myself off. And I go off the marathon ran pretty late. And it was funny, but I don't think we ever said, well, even when I tell you the story, I read up so many names, Google it, I don't give a like. It almost seems like I'm making my own story up. You gotta put yourself in a lazy situation. It's a lifestyle. How are you gonna react? How are you gonna react? And all that training was on the fucking door when you're in cold water and you're fucking miserable, and it's the first hour, 130 hours of hell week, and that first wave goes over your head, and the coldest street in your life, and your mind goes hour 1:30. What the fucking shit, dude? You ain't thinking about anybody getting the fuck out of you. Ready for this shit. Ready to calm your mind down. There's some talk about, but you just need to react. We got pain, we got suffering, react. If we react now, get the fuck out of here. We gotta go. It's supposed to be ready to control that fucking feeling of fucking fight. And say, no, there's a way through this. It's not gonna be your friend. I'm not cold right now. I'm cold now. I'm in a nice mood to do it with you. You gotta think about this. This is gonna hit. It's gonna hit. We don't know that. We don't think that. At that time, this will last forever. And then you can sit back on Friday, everybody walking across the, go back to the grinder, all the 16, 17 guys that graduated with me. You get a chance to watch these guys victorious. And then you can check them out there. You take that hot shower, then can you that I quit. So what keeps me going? I quit several things. I know what's at the back end of me quit. It's a lifetime of thinking about what did I do that? And I ain't do that. I have lived hell. And when you put yourself in hell, that's the only time you can figure out how to get through that moment. You can't read somebody else's clinical about some theory on how to do shit. Some guy who sat in a nice little office. They read me, they wrote some with a nice cup of coffee and hang out. I want to see that guy burst himself in fucking hell. And he thought about fleeing and leaving and his wife and his kids, why am I here? Is it worth it? All this crazy shit. And he still said, and found out a way to get through it. So, basically, that's the bottom line. We all want to read about how we can quickly get somewhere. Because for the 6 minute halves, also are so powerful. Then you may get some results from it, not permanent. The permanent is all comes from you. I say it all the time. You have to suffer. You have to adapt to the body. Right? So when that hard time comes again, you don't forget it. You may forget it for a second when you can go back in the cookie jar and call it it's something that involved doing. I call it the cookie jar. We often forget how hard we are. Then you gotta reflect back and take it and say, reflect, I've been through this, I've been through that. And then remind yourself how bad motherfucker. And then you can get to this, but if you don't believe in it, if you're born a certain way, that's why if you're born a certain way, you can't become this way. And it was totally stated that written by you now. Like I had to be born with some, not genetic problem, or some gift from God, but I had to have some kind of special gift. And that's the kind of special nothing gift would set me off. Because we had to be to be somewhere, we had to be born. Was a concept. And I know what I was born with. And I know the battle that I had in my mind. So when he said it, I just had to look at my face with the crowd asked me a question. Counted things and everything he said. I was like, oh man, for a fact that you can be this dude, fucked up dude, and with the right mindset. And it sounds so easy with the right mindset. You have to go into the dark chambers, get it off and shut off. Then you gotta open it up, you gotta open it back. That's a demon. Get in there, talk to that motherfucker. Zip us up. And we often all like to take this flame highway, the easy highway. It has signs, it has restaurants. We all love that flame highway. We always step over the show. And all I did was I picked up that fucking toe and that circle. I mean, little path. And you may have big boulders, they may get towards the mountain to go faster than you. But going through this path of life, this journey over here, then you make yourself this incredibly difficult. When it comes out the other end, that angry shit that you can't even explain. And we're afraid. Our mind is supposed to think that all these terrorist shit, it's easier to accept the fact that I'm just not good. Well, was it made to do that? And yes, it was can't be LeBron fucking James. But I'll tell you right now, man, we can do a lot of shit when it comes to this pure arm, guts, willpower, we can do shit. We can love without a lot. It takes 1 second of energy. Just do everybody's all the issue. So you need to listen to his eyes. You know how this advice is like, you put that much. He said, oh God, man, thanks for that. And you feel like, my God, I can fight all day. Fight all day long. That's what taking souls is. But you have to have the will to go that distance when you're exactly jacked up. You have nothing left to give. And give forward. I've learned how to control my dreams. If you know how you get that fight or flight response, when you get it real quick, and you know, I explained about how to get myself jacked extremely fast. Like, if I'm alone, everybody's vision. We find strength in the misery. Everybody's suffering, everybody's all bad, the county's down, and everything. It's like, my God, this is where I started. And I started accused of all that misery. Tons of drive, motivation to believe. Wow. It was people see that, my God, this is going. And everybody's, I was mad. That became my go-to. So, yeah, I started realizing, you can find strength, just momentum. You have but you have to take great pleasure in the fact that no one wants to be with you forever. Great pleasure. Most things you gotta have to bring passion out of it. Has to bring something very, very, very out of it, man. Like, you know, people don't really understand what that is. You're in the worst environment possible, worst situation possible. And everybody's looking like, God, man, this is. And you see that. Time slows down and you see that. You're feeling that. Everybody has that look over this and God, this is unless it's possible. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Let's see. You see the person now. I was 175 pounds in high school. So I was a skinny guy in high school. So I made myself big. A small little person. So it got me interested. It was hard, man. It was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And so I was trying to study for this NASDAQ test to get that. You know, I got to take again, going to the Navy. I'm going to lose weight. I'm working for this company, Spring Power, which is also around. Later upon in November in Indiana, this later upon, I'm like, let's get homework. You know, so I later upon, I get upon, just all wet, cold, like the dad gonna shoot the freaks up the ice and shit. And I was like, okay, what is this? You were that kid who just did it, like, what's wrong with you? So she started seeing the transformation that this guy is upset, trying to kill somebody next thing she knew. Got actually lost that much weight that fast. We like to take these very quick fixes in life. We want the 6-minute abs comes to life now. No, man, there's no permanent in that. Yeah, there's no permanent in that, man. There's no scoring. There must be scoring. I gotta be honest, I gotta be right, I gotta be better. And that's what you know. That when you're trying to do your best, your life sucks. You people need that. When you're trying to have the best character, you're trying to fucking lie, you're trying to people down, you're trying to live, you're trying to set the standard, you're trying to be the standard. And that's there, it's about, you know, there's so much going on, going off this road. That if people can focus on themselves being better versus hey, and all this shit that happens out there, people talking shit, that's all messing up with brains. Trying to hurt you, man. But I'm trying to be the standard. And sometimes it's just not fun. You're like, can't do that, can't say that, can't watch out for that. You know, like, I gotta wake up today. I gotta go to a piece of baby that sees me that says, oh, better than it. Make it call me crazy a lot. Make yourself crazy what you do. I look you straight in the eye and said, man, I'm not crazy. I'm just not you. That's not who you are. Who you would be. I have a responsibility for that. I gotta take that seriously. It's this, damn, this doesn't get changed anything, man. Still, don't think about it. So fucked up. And I realized that, and I was like, man, the only thing that changed my DNA is discipline. It's not taking the pain, not taking the suffering. You just stand it, you know it. You know how things, yeah, you know what you agree, but not to the room. You know all these different things you've been there, you visited, and I felt like this book so much because Ken Kirby was like a bachelor's degree. It was like the surface level of David Goggins and some things I can know about. This to me is a master's degree. This career takes you to another level of the mind, how you think. That's why they say self-help book. There's something different what you do with your life book. There's a lot of thought behind a person being a born loser, becoming a man today. You just wake up and just rocky the shit. You gotta wake up and think about, there's a process to get better. And that process is never finished. Like a lot of times, if your back is hurting, it may not be your back. It may be something else that's making your back hurt. For me, I'm like, man, why can't I get past this tomorrow? So like I said, I'm always examining myself every day. What is it? No, don't be an example today. And it's going back to peace, going back to deep. Oh, step up, slide my back, go back. I go back, and I go back, and I go back, and I go back, and I go back. It should be the more of what we have as humans. People who don't make it there, and who that man, you do. And today I ask myself one question. Can I take one more step? And usually the answer is yes. So if you can answer that question and not take another step, that should be the better. That should be the better. So a lot of people can take one more step and they choose not to. I don't know if you can take 2 steps. You can answer that question, I can take the first step. But I can always take one more step, but choose not to. That's me. I gotta live with that. I had just climbed into the wall. That was amazing. Man, I don't want anybody to take that pain away from me when this sounds like confirmation. So with me, this was the fun. You can be a lot of things. Sometimes one thing can't be, that one step is one thing. That's not what you got, it's just thinking about your options. Where are you going to end up if you quit this shit? Where are you going to go? And when I got done with that race, it's the worst pain. I can't even describe the pain that lasted 3 miles to anybody. I know what it is very hard. So when it ended, and I'm laying there in the worst pain of my entire life, I'm sick and I'm jacked up, and all I could think about was, I can't believe I just done it. To me, it's humanly impossible to even think about going 30 miles that shit. Once you do it, like, I can't believe that shower hit me, and reality hit that last 31 miles. And that last 31 miles was something that I can't even describe to me. And what's amazing about the human mind is that it becomes your new normal. Like, to think that I can run 200 miles, 240 miles, that becomes like running. I never thought it was possible. This is why I'm always pushing that limit, because I know that when you push these limits, there's always more. Take time to set the tone or the rhythm you need to try and achieve and feel again. Each time is pushing further. grateful to. You have to do that 1 second. It is hard to process information during pain. Because that pain takes some time. If you can't think rationally, you're thinking about fight or flight, save yourself. That's not a rational thought. It's not a thought that's going to get you through hard times. Most people fail that 1 second. So what happens, what I do, I start thinking logically. I calm my brain down because your brain's supposed to get down. It's about gaining control of your mind, putting things back in the proper perspective, and then saying, I really do want to be here. And I'm going to have a bunch of these 1 seconds, and I have to learn to control these. Because if I fail one of these 1 seconds, I would not be a sealer. I would not be a doctor. I would not be a lawyer. I would not be whatever. And then strong. So that's how important that 1 second decision is. My opinion, you got to say it. You got to learn to be simple. A lot of times these fights, these battles, you got to be your own coach. You got to be your own boyfriend. Because there's a lot of people who are just see you make it because they think you're taking peace of their mind. God learned to study before me. Because there's no success in the community space that's going to never attack me. And that just, man, what happens is there's days not knowing. Hey, like, I listen to that Bible. Science undeniable for the mind is stable. How work is that? Yes, because a lot of people is irregular. Couch your chest, lose yourself in weird deposit. Then it works. To me, is an everyday resume. The things I know I've accomplished, the things I know I've done, real hard work, the real calluses on my mind, the real calluses on my hands. That's it. You must build and myself, trans.
I'm off this till tomorrow, brother. $1,000.